How you guys doing? This is Hybridsteel. Welcome to Out of Ore. I haven't played this for a little while, mainly because I was going through a couple of weeks of like streaming with Gold Rush and so on and so forth. But this little problem in the back of my head has still been sort of sitting there, if you know what I mean. You know when you've got a problem with something and you're like, you know what, I want to see if I can address this. So I've been doing a little bit of tinkering in the background. I put the settings back up to medium for everything. And my initial sort of recording tests, I couldn't hear any audio popping. So the idea is to basically just give this like an hour or two, see how it all goes, and see if the audio does start. I will talk. I'm hoping it sort of stays neutral, with no excessive popping and so on and so forth. So that was the reason why I haven't played it for a little while. David May, thank you very much for kicking by, buddy. It's much appreciated to see you here. So yeah, I'm hoping that maybe it's not going to mess around too much. Oh, Juggernog, you're second, but there you go. First off, hello, can you start again? Basically, the idea is I don't really want to start again. I want to basically test to make sure that everything is working properly now. It's a little bit of a frustrating thing when things don't work properly, and it's like, no! And technically, I did start again. I mean, I'm not that far through. You know, I've done a lot of digging in comparison to like what I've done before, but yeah, I wouldn't say that I've done an excessive amount. Yo, what's up? How you doing, Promethean Gaming? So yeah, I'm just basically, I did an initial recording earlier today, and it seemed to have worked okay. So yeah. And we'll see how things go. But I'm sort of just hoping that I've done this, and it does work now. It could have just been one of those like freak things that happens every now and then and you're never really sure. How much does Out of Ore cost? I think it's about 15 like pounds. I'm hearing no pop my end. Fantastic, that's even better then. But yeah, I've got everything running. So I've got the music running, I've got the stream running. It's running into Twitch as well. So I'm making the computer work. So I'm hoping that it's basically sorted. I'm sort of hoping it's either sorted itself out or it's like it's basically just gone past that problem now. So we shall see. As I said, I want to do a little bit of digging on this first and sort of like really just test the settings. And at the moment, I think I've killed myself. I think I've burnt myself out on Gold Rush for the time. So I'm looking for other things to do right now. Frank, how you doing, buddy? Welcome. There was an update that just went into Planet Crafter. So when I was talking about Planet Crafter the other day, and all of a sudden I saw Planet Crafter's update, I was like, ooh, guess what I'm doing on Saturday? So Saturday I'm going to be continuing my little playthrough from Planet Crafter and actually checking out the new procedurally generated crashed ships and biomes, because apparently that is now a thing in the game. So that's going to be an interesting find. I've just reinstalled Factorio, so I might do a little like cheeky play on that for a couple of days. Yes, I put on an infinite ore mod because I don't like running out of ores, and I'm just wanting to play the game and just sort of kick back and enjoy it. So that'll be fun as well. You need the music link and play. Oh yeah, because I've been hit with so many copyrights. It's been well fun. So if you've been on YouTube for any amount of time, occasionally like the DMCA goes feeling crazy. And yeah, I've been hit with every other couple of streams or so. It's like, oh, by the way, yeah, we're just gonna sort of like try and like nobble you some cash out of again. So there's been this foreign company who's been trying to like legitimately go against all of Harris's content, and it's really annoying. I got messages. Oh, okay. Cool. Well, there you go. All good. You have the best Viking beard think I've ever seen. Nah, there's people out there with better beards. Like they look like more fuller and everything by me. I've just straightened it all up as well because I've got to go to a funeral tomorrow. So I sort of figured I had to like smarten up. I hadn't shaved for about 5 days now, and I'm sitting there just going, you know what? I sort of need to like be a bit more presentable. So today I took a bit of time for myself, Like pulled my lines back in, trimmed it all back, made it a little bit more sort of like neater. So yeah, I won't be here tomorrow. Unfortunately, it's the joys of life. So, how long did it take me to grow? Initially, I mean, the beard took about 2 years, like in all, really. But then I've had it for so long that it's just there. I just keep it all like tidy every now and then. I try at least. I do get real lazy sometimes. There will be like months where I'll just let it grow and it just goes all bush. But it won't get any longer. 24 months! You've been putting up with my crazy antics for 2 years. Oh man, I feel sorry for you. I would pay for your medical bills as well, but I can't. Like, if you're in your asylum fees. Welcome to the asylum. That's a big commitment. I don't think I could follow. It's not so much as a commitment, mate. I started off with a goatee beard. Sorry to hear your plans for tomorrow. I hope it's a pleasant. For what I understand, that the weather's not going to be great tomorrow, so just going to put up with it and just go. You know, unfortunately it's one of those things in life. You just I get really philosophical around this sort of thing because you can't avoid it. It's just something that we all go through more than once in our lives. But then you sort of start like really putting into perspective of what really matters in life. Every time I've been to one, I always come out of it like I feel sad that that I've lost that person. But then I always come out of it thinking, you know what? Like, I need to start changing myself to make more of an impact in what I do. Look after my family a bit more, do this and that and the other. And it all starts to become a little bit more sort of, I don't know, you get more of a conscious mind on you, really. I would really like to see you shave your fully head. Oh no, I've had the beard for like 20 years. So I started off growing a goatee beard, like years and years ago. I can actually find it. I've got a video, so I'm keeping a documentation of my life. And I did this a while ago, and let me just pull this up. You actually get to see me as like a kid and stuff. So I'm doing this every couple of years. I'm making a video like diary. So the little kid there with the blonde hair is me, age 3. This little goofy kid in the middle, that was me when I was about 10. There you go. That was me when I was 19. I was the fat kid, right? I still am the fat kid. That was me when I first started growing facial hair. You look scary like my friend. Yeah, that sounds about right. And then over time, I've the reason why I started doing this was I started seeing all those videos of like, I took a photo of myself every day for 3 years and this is how I changed. And I sort of figured that, you know what, that's what I sort of need to do now. And I want to keep that documentation going, and then it'll be the last thing I ever post on my Facebook page. Whenever I get around to finishing Facebook, that'll be the last thing I ever post. I'm gonna I posted that once before. When I turned 40, I was like, you know what, this needs to be out. So I put it up there, and I was like, yep, it's been a weird sort of life. And yeah, I'm gonna keep doing it every year. I'm just gonna keep adding a photo to it, keep making the songs longer, and so on and so forth, and just go from there. At least then even if I do have like problems like later on when it comes to like dementia or like Alzheimer's, because you never know what's going to happen in life. It's one of those things that it's one of those things that I just wanted to sort of keep going, because I think it would just it would help me sort of remember certain things in my life. But like I said, these sort of like life things come up where, if you go to like a funeral, if you go to like christenings or birthdays and all this other stuff, you start to think about you more than anything, and how you're impacting people's lives and what you can do to make everything better. And it's sort of the reason why part of the reason why I like streaming is, even if that I like to talk to people, but I never know if I'm ever having an impact on somebody's life that's just having a shit day. And I know it sounds weird, I'm trying to like martyr myself out and stuff, but genuinely, some of the hardest times in my life, I've always had there's always been some reason why I carried on, albeit through like music or conversation, or even just going out with my friends and just sort of forgetting my troubles for a little bit. Having just a voice there to listen to is something that I feel a lot of people need from time to time. And even if it comes in the package of like this stream where I'm talking to you guys and so on, it's one of those things. It's always going to be there. It'll always be about. And then it may help somebody in a really shitty situation at the time. It's just one of those things. Yeah. My kids are 5 and 7 now. And I've been doing this 5-6 years now. And I've been doing it for as long as they've almost been alive. So yeah, it's crazy if you start thinking about things like that, and you're like, time flies. You look back at all the stuff that you can sort of like remember. It's another reason why I wanted to do the video, because it keeps me being able to remember those things. Time goes quicker the more mundane your life is. And it's a really weird way to look at it, but it's basically how things are. So, I don't know if you remember this, but you were there. Exactly. It's just one of those things. What was I going to say? Can't remember now, so it probably wasn't that important. Well, we'll figure this out as we go. But yeah, so with this playthrough, this is my my hardcore mode. The one I was making videos about. And then I started having this audio popping issue. But going by you guys, you haven't heard it yet. So that's a good thing. That means I'm still good. Which means I'm just going to keep playing for a bit, seeing if it does pop. If it doesn't, then I'm going to continue playing the game, and I can make my videos how I wanted to make them. Yeah, just to chat and dig, mate. I don't think, I've got to be honest, I probably can't go back to playing Gold Rush right now. I think I need time off from it. So with playing this as well, as I said, I want to try and do a Factorio thing maybe next week. Planet Crafter on Saturday, and I can now officially say that I am beta testing for Hybridsteel. So yeah, it's been a busy couple of days. It really has. Like, we're pushing backs. It's fun. It's been a good little learning experience. It really has. And I'm really happy how things are going right now. So yeah, expect me to be videos and streams and everything else I'll be doing on it as well. So it's all good. If there was any problems with it, I'd have told Max ages ago. But yeah, I am allowed to say that I'm in the test now. There's a decent amount of us now, which is good. You don't have to leave me alone, man. That's what chat's for. It's there to, interact with. It's just how life is. But I sort of figured, I haven't been well for the last few days, so streams have been a bit weird. I'm a part of a Factorio project at the moment called Eternity Cluster, spanning multiple servers across the world. We're at 500,000 plus SPM. What does that mean? What's 5,000 plus SPM? I don't know. I haven't played Factorio for a really long time, so I am looking into getting into it a bit more now. Because I've got to be honest, I enjoy automation games, and Factorio is one of them. The reason why I didn't play it so much was because of, like, I don't know, just me being a limitation. 500,000 science packs used per minute. Jeebus. Nice. That's a proper achievement. So the changes to Hydroneer are good for what I've seen. I know you can't tell us what you're doing, but it is mind-blowing. The changes so far, I'm going to be honest, that I would say from a vague perspective, I would say that Hydroneer, like the DLC for Hydroneer, is going to be good for, like, I would say most players. So it's not a very difficult transition. There's a couple of new things in it that I'm not allowed to talk about. There's like the old sort of mechanics of like chucking things together and piping it up and stuff is basically the same, which is good, and I like it. So I'm enjoying it as well, and I'm really hoping that like the actual community enjoy it when it does come out, because I've got to be honest, I think it's what it needs as well. Like I think the people who've been playing the original game for like 3 years now, you need something new. And having a DLC on the horizon is basically the new thing that everyone needs. So I think it gives a little bit of it gives a bit of hope to the people who like stop playing it. Like, you know, if you stop playing it like 2.0 and like, oh, you know what, I've been playing this game for 2 years, I need something new. I'm hoping that this DLC brings those people back. I really am. I'm also heavy in Dyson Sphere program. Yeah, I want to jump into that as well for a little while. There's a few things I want to revisit. Dyson Sphere was one of them because like they've had like a few decent updates as well. So I'm thinking that maybe if I'm not too busy between here, like after April, I might do a Dyson Sphere run. We'll just have to see how things go. It's raining. I guess you were in the beta when I got the Steam notification that you were playing Hydroneer last night. Well, that's the thing. I've been working on a couple of like my side stuff from earlier builds. This is the 501. Yeah, this is the 501 because the other one's too small. So before I did get pulled into the beta, I was just playing Hydroneer. So I was doing a couple of things to my other builds. I was just tidying up and just putting things away because yeah, they may be finished now and like, but I still had like tools laying around and bits, and I just don't like finishing like with things just left out. So yeah, I was literally playing my own version of Hydroneer for a while. And when I said I was playing on my own builds, I was playing on my own builds, and this was before beta, so it's all good, man. It's all good. Normally when I say I'm going to do something, I'm normally doing it. Da, 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 da. You know what? I don't like. I know I can change this. I know I can change the the weather the way I want it to and stuff. So that's what I'm gonna do. In world weather, time of day 11 o'clock, day length. Yeah, that's fine. There we go. But yeah, this playthrough is literally you start off with 100 grand, and you're only allowed to use the 100 grand. You're not allowed. You can obviously when you mine stuff, you're making money, but in order for you to make money, you have to mine from scratch. And I mean, there are ways of literally playing this game without using money, without using ore stuff anymore. So I might make a video about that at some point, just because I think it'll be a fun video. You're hearing no pop. That's fantastic. Cheers, man. Most appreciated. If you can't hear anything, that means it's not happening anymore. It could have just been that day, maybe. So I'm hoping maybe it has passed and it was just it was just one isolated issue that I was having, maybe. But yeah, it's very strange. Very, very strange. But according to, I read Split's post yesterday. He was like, "No stream today, but you're going to be really happy when it." I was like, "Oh, something big's going to happen." I think so. Maybe Christian's getting around to doing like a really big drop. I ain't got a clue. So yeah, we shall see. I've just started getting some crackles on your mic. Well, the crackles might just be me, because my voice is still a bit shot. Shame I can't timestamp it. Do 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 do. If it does keep happening, though, I'll be. It's when a noise gate turns off as you start speaking. Oh yeah, okay, it could be that. Basically, I use Nvidia's Studio, so they've got like a thing on there where actually like blocks background noise. I think the next drop is the next gen vehicle patch. Yeah, I'm hoping they're gonna look amazing. I've seen some of like the stuff that everybody's seen on like Steam, and it does look really impressive. So yeah, I'm looking forward to it. I'm looking forward to making things look a bit more rugged and used. Thing is, I don't know how much money I've got now. Like, all I've done is dig, and it's like I'll get around to like clearing it out at some point. But also, Planet Crafter is just about to hit like 1.0. So you got Planet Crafter that's about to hit 1.0. You got Satisfactory that's about to have its official 1.0 launch. It's going to be a big year this year for like automation style games, I think. All we need is a DLC from Gold Rush, Hydroneer's DLC to drop, and then I think we're good for nearly a year's worth of mining content. That's going to be awesome. And whatever Christian pulls out of his bag on this one. So, look, I'm looking forward to this year. It should be a good year for like just sim mining in general and automation. So, looking forward to it. But yeah, I did put an infinite resourcing on Factorio just because, like for me, Factorio is just I want to just enjoy the game. I want to kick back in free mode. I just want to build stuff and be happy. And I think chucking an infinite resource, I don't really care if people have a go at me for it. It's just I just want to enjoy the game. We shall see, man. As said, anything that Christian brings out for this game right now, I'm always quite excited about, just because I'm enjoying this game. And if you like, actual just I don't know digging sims, I'd say this is one of the better ones. Oh, and I've got to cover gold hunters this year as well because they're putting an update. You'll have to stream 24 hours a day to keep up. I don't know. I want to start making videos again at some point. Like for Hydroneer and stuff, I will be making videos. For everything else, I'd like to do this as like an actual video series, but I found the problem with doing out of all video series and ooh, what's the word I'm thinking? Like the problem with this as a streaming as a video series, and the problem with Gold Rush as a video series was you have to dig for like 20 hours just to like show the next part of progression, and it does take a long time. So yeah, like when it comes to all the other stuff, I mean, I think Gold Hunters, I probably will make a video because I got to be honest, I don't want to put a load of people through that on a stream, and I don't want to sit here and be bored playing it. I'll do it as a video because it's easier to go. You know what? I've had enough for now. I can just go away for a bit and come back. If I'm streaming it and it's crap, I will be sitting here just devastated for like hours on end, and I'll just lose the will to live. That's just how it is. If something like Gold Hunters is going to be as bad as I think it might be, I don't think I really want to play it, but I have to because it's part of what I do over here. I think it's best to even if it's bad competition, I prefer to show it off because then you know what other state of play are. You prefer Out of Order as a stream game over a video session season? So, I mean, I don't mind doing a bit of both. So, obviously, because this game takes so long to actually like do anything on, I actually don't mind playing this as a stream game. But if I'm doing something big like putting the wash plant together, that was a good video. It's a good video sort of insight of like what's going on with the plot, and other people might see that and just go, hey, I'll just come and join the stream at some point. So it's a way of like pushing the word out about, you know, who I am and what I do. I would say the next thing I need to do is to look into the production side of things, like making steel boxes and bits, because I want to make my wash plant look like an actual wash plant, you know, so it's going to have a bit more of an industrial feel to it. So building steel blocks, that sort of thing, which is I have to do. What is it? I have to do things. I have to get a certain amount of steel in like smelt, and then I have to make certain steel bars. Then I have to make boxes. Then I have to do this. So yeah, a lot I need to do, and that would be a video, because then it would show the process, and then people can refer to it as well. You need iron, exactly, and I have no idea where I can get iron around here. Most of this is coal. I think that's lithium, maybe. It means I have to go prospecting. But yeah, unfortunately, most of the stuff around me is coal. So what I might have to do, and it sounds a bit stupid, is I might have to find a new mine site. Like, just go for a really long walk. Tear everything down, take it all with me, and be like, right, I'm off. Or I just need to dig. That's because lithium's worth loads of money. Do do do. Let me just dig let me just dig a channel into this and see what happens. Ah, that's iron. There we go. So I do have iron nearby. I can mine that. That's cool. Yeah, I think that's how Christians do it. But yeah, so I'll mine into that at some point. I just want to finish off my little coal mine to start with. I'll go forwards. I don't get this. Scoop. Oh yeah, it's full now. Well, the ads are put in every 18 minutes. So if you're getting them more, I think YouTube just sees you as like, hey, you watch lots of ads. We can show you more and you'll be fine. I think that's how it might just work. I don't know. You shouldn't be seeing that many. Might have to go and do some like smelting in a minute. Right, leave that here a sec. Right, let's go and see what we got. Should have a load of coal. Load of coal. And then whatever's in this wash plant. Do. Got dirt. Yay me. And we've got 10 lots of gold. That's because I've been just farming like the coal vein. I'm not in like the other part yet. Which I should be in. I should just start going for like the not yeah the pay dirt. Production, gold ore, as many as that's going to do, that one will do. Oh, it's already gold ore, isn't it? It's because it's been washed. Yes, I'm a donut. Welcome to my world. Iron bar. And there we are. Cool. And then I sell off the coal and I sell off my dirt because I don't need it. It's dirt. Sell that off. And then sell off all of that for 16 grand. $16,000 worth of coal. That's a good amount. I don't know how long this is going to take. That's going to take 5 minutes. And this is going to take 17 seconds. Not bad. 10 bars of gold, completely finished. Oh, I should have put it where. The iron, I'm just going to leave as is. I'm not going to worry about doing the iron stuff. It'll go up as time goes on. Inventory, move that over there, go in there, sell off that for 1,400. You need it for steel. Mate, I'm on a gold mine. I'm on a coal mine. Like, all of that over there is coal. All of that over there is coal. That's coal. That's coal. There's coal everywhere. Everywhere around me is just coal mines. I'll show you. Alright. That was coal. I'm pretty sure that's coal. That's coal. That's coal. All of that up there is coal. That ridge over there, I'm pretty sure is coal. And then down that hill, all that's coal as well. There's a lot of coal. And right now, I need money more than like coal. I am surrounded by coal. It's midnight in New Zealand, but that's fair. Good way to finish off the day. Cocoa Pops. It's alright, man. There's enough coal in this area to keep me going. The thing is all I wanted to do to start with is I just wanted to level off this whole area. And if I needed to go deeper, then I can. And all that grey stuff is just coal as well. So the vein starts over on that section there, tunnels underground, and basically just rips through this section of land. As you can see, like all I'm doing is taking the top layer off right now, because I haven't got. I would say that I haven't got the machines to get down there yet. I'm literally just skimming. But at some point when I get around to getting I want to get a dozer, and then I can just start stripping the land off and then taking whatever I need. Conservation, Henry. Key to work, Henry. Not if he's actually got the cereal called Cocoa Puffs, which does exist. And he's calling that because he's an Aussie, right? Just for context. If you're on neighbouring islands, it's fine. Back and forth and forth, back and forth and forth, back and forth and forth. As I dig back and forth and forth. Oh, ooh, really? You'll be alright. I think the bit of sea in the middle keeps you guys separate enough, so it's fine. So what do I do with rocks? Because that's pretty there. It's drifting towards Australia. How fast? What's the speed that New Zealand's going to hit Australia at? It's probably like, I don't know, a couple of centimetres a year in it, or something stupid like that. In about a million years or so. Yeah, we won't be here. I'm going to be honest. I think in a million years or so, I think humanity would have like killed itself. That's just the way that I see things. I don't think it's gonna. I don't think we've got that much time as a species of people. I think our time is fairly limited in the grand scale of things. But what do I know? I'm a person. I'm not going to be here in a million years' time. Wasn't an interesting question. I was watching the Viva La Dirt League podcasting, which they were told they should do a podcast, so they did. And one of the questions was, if you could be immortal and you could turn it off whenever you wanted to, how long would you want to live for? And I think that was a good question because it did make me think. It was like, actually, if that was me, like, how long would I actually like to live for before I was just like, you know what, I'm sort of just fucking done with like everything. I don't really care about humanity anymore. I don't really care about my own life anymore. What am I gonna do? You know? Yeah, but even with that one healthy man and healthy woman, over time, like defects would come in because everyone would be related to each other. Have you seen the most inbred family? They're on the internet. That's what it would be like, and that was only a couple of generations in. If you don't have a diverse enough gene pool, like you would literally, that would be a really good way of humanity just destroying itself. Yeah, just lock one man and one woman into a bunker and see what happens. It'll happen for a bit, and then you're going to be like, okay, so if we have like 5 boys and 1 girl, we have to try and keep the population going off that. You know, I know it sounds horrible. We're all going to be coming out of that bunker going, because there's going to be no language, no nothing. Everyone's going to be so inbred, you know, that they'll think that trees are attractive. Then you can branch out. At least you have a couple of wooden dates, maybe. Barking up the wrong one, you know. You need a population of 5,000 people to keep a healthy one. Yeah, that sounds about right. Well, I know the WEF, because even Klaus Schwab's spoken about this, and he's a flipping lunatic anyway. But they've spoken about that they want to decrease the population down to 500 million people. That means killing 7.5 billion people. But if out of all, let's go. Yeah, I can't do Gold Rush anymore, not right now. I am spent, in the great words of Austin Powers. So I decided I was going to come on here, see if the audio carried on popping. Turns out it's not, so might have just been a me problem. Maybe. Sounds about right. But yeah, out of all, for me, is like I'm just sort of kicking. This is hard mode, so everything has to be made by you. You start off with your 100 grand, and you have to build up from your $100,000 and be able to afford everything and keep things rolling. So yeah, I'm actually doing it's basically what Split was doing on his streams. Iceland, apparently. That's because they live on a tiny island. But yeah, that's where I sort of stole the concept for like the series I was doing, and for these streams. It's like, okay, cool. I'll start with 100 grand, and everything I've bought so far is everything I've earned so far. And there was a lot of hand digging, man. A lot of hand digging. Like that mine up there, that was all dug out by hand. So inside there is a cave, and it was all done by pickaxe. I like that. Attractive trees. Siblings got 100 problems and the birch ain't one. Yeah. But yeah, so as said, I'm not gonna be around. I won't be around tomorrow. I have got a funeral to go to, so that's just the reason why I'm not going to be here. And then on Saturday, I'm going to be doing Planet Crafter, because I want to go through this new. I want to do this. Well, basically, every time they ever do an update, I've always followed it through, and I want to see what this update entitles, because apparently they've made procedurally generated shipwrecks. I'm like, okay, I'm interested in this because it could open up the game to a decent amount of variety. And as they're just about to release their 1.0 status, I'm like, ooh, this could be a big thing. So it could be worth having a look into it and documenting it. And then maybe, if it's procedurally generated, so nothing's ever going to be the same twice, maybe, then it could make some interesting videos. Because you'll never know what you're going to get until you step through the portal. So I'm looking forward to actually like jumping into that again. It's been a little while. Do 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 do. We need to use explosives. Alright, I'll look into it. I don't really use Drainmite. I normally just use the high explosive stuff, like the good stuff, the expensive stuff. Do you get loans on hard mode? Um, you can take out a loan for anything, but the idea is you do not ever take out a loan. So the rules for hard mode is you obviously you can create your own rules. So my rule was no loans, no nothing. Everything has to be earned by you from hand and the 100 grand you start with. So when it comes to like your first excavator, you have to try and afford that. When it comes to the shop and everything else you do, you have to afford that. Everything you like do in this game, you have to buy. No loans, no nothing. Just go for it. Basically, that's what I actually liked about doing this challenge. It's interesting to go to just just use all the resources that are available to you. Nuke it, yeah, maybe. I actually do want to play around with a nuke at some point and see what happens. But yeah, so when I first started, I put my shop out, I put the tool bench out, and I put my sluice out, and I'm like, okay, that's cool. And then that's like some of my money gone. The nuke is intense. Yeah, I want to give it a run, but I don't think I can get one yet. Buy equipment, explosives. I can. You know what? Let's do this. Let's Leroy Jenkins this, shall we? Leroy Jenkins. Now, can I detonate it? That's the big question. Well, that was interesting. Here's one I made earlier. I'd say we did a good job. Hi, John. Well, that went all right. Downsides, it's just pissed me off a bit because now I've got to dig down. It is strong wood. It's like it's the best wood in the world. At least you can now see the line of where I should be mining and where I am not mining. What up? Nothing's up, man. I'm doing all right. Yeah, see, like it can survive a nuclear blast, but when it comes to a hammer, this stuff just cannot cope. Ah, nuclear missiles, yes. My floorboards can survive. Hammer? No, too heavy, too hard. Can't do it. I like your hate, or do you mean your hat? I could wear the other one. Oh dear. Well, at least our nukes work. The downsides, they work too well. Like, now I've just got this massive hole. Like, now I can't really mine it. And I don't get anything out of it. You know? Load. Can I load an autosave? I haven't got an autosave. They work very, very well. They do. Yeah, shame that because basically I've just screwed myself over now. It's like, yay! Big wins. Big wins. I sort of needed all that. Anyways, now I need to like even this out so I can actually get down there. It's a little bit annoying now. Just load the last save. Well, the last save was that one. Which was, I don't know, actually probably wasn't that far. It wasn't that far back. It was when I first started, so about 57 minutes ago. So basically just going back in time for an hour. That's alright. The idea that I playing with a nuke, that was pretty cool though. Yeah, see, I'm not that far bound. So I think if I'm going to use a nuke, I need to take it up the hill a lot more. That was fun. How you doing in Gold Rush? I'm basically retired. I've retired from this season. I can't keep doing it. So I'm having sort of, yeah, I have to take a break. Unfortunately, I give up my position. I give up everything now because, like, after my stream the other day, I was just sitting there just going, I can't keep doing this, and I want to do other things. I want to play different games. So, yeah, I think I finished on like 30,000 ounces. I'm not doing it anymore. Not this season. Maybe like at the end of the year when it starts. When if there's DLC coming through. Great work for removing the mountain. Yeah, it really is actually. I might actually. That's an interesting idea. How to remove a rock? Use a nuke. It's fine. But yeah, maybe when I get towards the end of the year, like I sort of found that actually Gold Rush is really good for like December time because nothing's out in December. There's nothing ever around. I'm like, oh, okay, it's okay, fine. I'm all right. So yeah, Gold Rush is happy for like the end of the year and the beginning of the year. But like now, games are starting to come out, and I'm starting to do other stuff now. I'm like, I think I could stomach it a couple of times a year, but not straight in a row like that. I came work from work. Yeah. I think the other problem with Gold Rush is if you're just doing, because I moved up faster, I was on Nighthawk faster, and it was just doing the same thing again. I'm like, oh, okay. I like this game you're playing. Yeah, Out of War is really cool. I like it, and it just feels fresh as well. And it is being worked on still. I mean, Christian's doing a decent amount of updates, so he's keeping the game going, which is quite nice. You have a long night at work. Oh, that sucks. I couldn't. I tried doing nights for a while when I was at one of my jobs, and I couldn't do it. I think I'm just too much of a person who works during the day. Like nighttime for me was more. That was in my head. It's like tune off time, go bedtime, that sort of thing. The latest I went working was like when I was doing stock taking shops. That was more the worst part. Stock takes a pain in the ass. So yeah, I was up till like I was working till like 2-3 o'clock in the morning. Apart from that, yeah, that was back in my younger years. As fresh as the Fresh Prince of Bel-Air. No, I couldn't. I could never be Will Smith. I don't think slapping people is in my nature. Not just because you take the piss out of something. Keep my wife out your goddamn mouth. Hick Smith. Don't forget, if you're enjoying the stream and all the stuff I do on this channel, hit the like, subscribe, notification button below for all the other updates. And if you're over on Twitch and you're just lurking, I don't know if you are or not, but hey, don't forget to hit that follow button. I'm not asking you to subscribe, that costs you money. Unless you're not using your Amazon Prime like thing, then, I don't know, use Jeff Bezos' money to subscribe to the channel. It's all good. He's got enough of it. He doesn't really care. What do you think about two-player in this game? Definitely. And there's reasons for it. So, I think I went through this in my video called multiplayer. Do we need multiplayer in video games? And for Gold Rush, no. For this, yes. The reason why I'd ask like multiplayer in this game, and it is apparently coming, is the game is massive. It's big enough to support multiplayer. You know, so you could have all your friends working on one mine and being happy. I'm actually looking into. I want to see how he does the multiplayer for the game, and I want to see if like open servers start coming in. Because if I can get a server, then I might like rent. I might see if I can rent a server or buy one, depending on how much they cost, and then do like a community build. So we would just have like the Hybridsteel pit company, and then you guys could just go crazy in it, and it would be nice just to see that projects. So yeah, that would be something I would actually look into. For exactly, it's a big map. So what I did once was on the other place, and I'll show you what I did. Let me just save this one up, and if I load up the other game, I can pinpoint where I ran to explore the map. So let me just load this one, because I did it on. Oh, was it this map I did it on, or was it the other map? I did it on the other map. Cancel that off. Oh no, it's alright. I run servers from home if you have decent internet. I'll see how they're doing it first before I like commit to anything. So, as this is the... No, this isn't the same map, is it? Let's go to quit to menu. I'm going to start a new game. I'm going to start on the original... Do you remember the first map we all started? Which was the Forest Quarry. Just going to go into creative, and I'll show you where I went. Basically, I'll show you where I ran to when I was just exploring how big the map was. Because I'm not going to run to it, because it was a really, 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 really long ways away. And when it comes down to like 400 kilometers squared, it's ridiculous. Right. So this was the original map we all started on when the game first came out, and it was fine. So I decided one day, I'm like, you know what? I want to see how far I can go. So I did. That mountain, I ran over that mountain. It took a really, really, really long time to run over that mountain, because I went over the whole thing. It was stupid. and then I had to try and find my way back here. So I ran over that mountain. So I've run to the top of that mountain over there, and I've run to the top of those mountains over there. I wanted to see how big the game was. I was like, it can't be that big, can it? Because this is before I knew how big the game was. I got to the top of that mountain, looked out, and I was like, jeebus. And it was literally just another massive expanse of land. I'm like, this game is huge. Like, that's how I found out how big the game was. I climbed to the top of a mountain and going, jeebus. It is so vast. So 400 kilometers squared. It's a lot of map. So that's why this game could support multiplayer, because it's big enough to be able to support it. It's got the right sort of like background to be able to do that. Putting that into Gold Rush, no, it can't be done. It's ridiculous. So yeah, that's how I see it. I mean, at the end of the day, go and explore as much as you like. Yeah, and that's why I'm sort of that's why I'm more happier to have multiplayer in this game than I am with like something like Gold Rush. No way for Gold Rush. Exactly. There's no reason. There's no reason to put multiplayer into Gold Rush because the game's not big enough. It is designed for one player. You know, if it was designed for a two-player game, then the maps would be bigger, the equipment would be bigger, everything would just be bigger, and we'd be all right. Big enough with random spawns, you could probably have a chance to exactly. Yeah, that's what I was sort of saying. That it would be like and you would have to you'd have to completely reprogram Gold Rush. Yes. So the what I've been saying is that you could put 16 people on this map. Like if you put them out in just random areas around the map, you could probably run around this map and maybe never see the other people, just because of how big this place is. So it's a lot of space. But could you imagine like if I had like 10 people digging out this hill and feeding it straight into here, and just that could just be something. The time lapse on that would be insane. So these are all little things that I've considered if like multiplayer goes live and the servers are okay. And if I can dedicate, then I will. But it'd be interesting if I could or not. But yeah, we'll see how things go. If you do, you'd like to join, it would probably just be an open thing. We'll see how things go. But I think it would be cool if I could arrange it, and it does happen. I'll be like, right, guys, we're gonna mow through that mountain. We're gonna take out that hill, like the whole thing, just flatten it down to nothing, just to see what can happen. And you'll see like a 16-man crew just like, yeah, we're gonna do this. We're gonna take out a whole hill. Just dig to your heart's content, that sort of thing. But that would be something I'd be looking into. It's depending on how Christian sets up the multiplayer and goes from there. He might just do it where it's his server section, but it's password protected for each place. So if that's how it is, then that's how I'll set it up. We'll see. And then we could actually form the Hybridsteel mining company. I'll be the crafter blacksmith. Yeah, well, that would be the thing. I could try and turn it. We could actually try and turn it into a working mine and like village area. But it all comes down to how Christian's looking into doing things. For me, it would just be one of those things that the community would be community joins. Um, I think for like the first part, I mean, for most of it, it probably wouldn't need any stipulation. But I think if I had like 40 people trying to join it, then yeah, it would. It's gonna be hard. What's your wash plant? It's literally this in front of you. It sorts stuff out, and that's it. That thing there is the wash plant. So the reason why I went with a smaller wash plant was because I wasn't really doing anything other than like this, because I'm only doing like the one U and split. Oh yeah, well that was done just because I could. So the reason why I kept this one smaller was because mainly I'm literally mining coal and pay dirt. So the pay dirt is basically just going to be gold and gems and bits and pieces, whereas the other stuff is just coal. That just ends up in a storage box. There's no point to doing like massive amount of anything else unless I actually had a reason for doing it. So if I have to create something that involves, hey, you need to put this into as well, I'm like, okay, cool, I'll add that to the list of like things that it's going to sort out. But for now, I'm literally just mining coal and pay dirt, so I didn't see the point of building like a massive wash plant, and I couldn't afford it because playing on hardcore mode and having rules where you're not allowed to take out loans limits you for cash, and you're like, oh man, you're just stuck in like limbo for a long time. No, I'm not. And I haven't found any. I thought I found blasted rock in the mountain, even though I've never blasted anything. There is a patch of blasted rock in there, more towards the back of the cave. Very strange that I found it like halfway in a mountain. Do 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 do. Bobbity 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 boo. If you bedrock with a pickaxe, you get blasted rock. Okay, well, what I'll do then is I'll show you this. Look like they update to trucks. That's blasted rock in a mountain. And none of that's bedrock. None of this is bedrock. This is just pay dirt. I literally found a hole of blasted rock, which I couldn't explain. I was just sitting there going, I've never found it before, and it's literally just this hole because nothing else around it is blasted rock. It's like this weird vein of it. So I couldn't explain it because it wasn't happening anywhere else I was mining. But there you go. I couldn't explain it, so I didn't. I was like, no, dumb. Maybe someone can sort of like point it out and go, yeah, that's the reason why. But it was just weird. Like one section, it was done. Don't know. Do do do. Yeah, basically everything below this is how I'm digging, how it's gonna look anyway. I do like the idea of just blowing things up though. So what I might do is, I think Split actually made a short of like blowing up a load of nukes. I'm wondering if it's possible to blow up a whole mountain. I don't know what the sort of processing power would need for that, but it could be done, I suppose. Or I could just use one nuke inside of a nuke hole and just see if there's any limit to the bottom of the map. Blasting my way to hell sort of thing. Ooh, that could be a thing. We could try. We could do that now, almost. Maybe. Could we do that now? Yeah, I suppose if we're doing like infinite, yeah. Who wants to see that? You know what? I think that would just be a good way to finish this stream. Let's go on to a infinite map where it's just for without crashing again. Okay, let's see if we can do that. Right, let me just finish off this, and we'll see if we can blow. Let's just see if we can kill the game by using a nuke all the way through and seeing if we can actually do that. The map is bottomless. Time to find out. Oh, why not do this? How many nukes can you buy for $100 million? Lots. Right, I'll come to this another day. I'm going to save the game. Minetown save. Yep. And now we need to load the forest quarry. And I'm just going to go and blow it up. See what happens. Load game, forest quarry. No, that one, forest quarry. Done. Let's go. Right, guys, we're going to go and blow a massive hole in the floor. Oh, yes, we are. And I won't be able to get out, so I'll just delete the game off after. Oh, I could respawn, but... You heard from Split, and Split's never wrong? Well, today we're going to find out. Buy equipment, explosives. Lots. I need to buy a detonator. Explosives. Detonator. Wow. What a hole. Let's go, boy. Oh, wow. Look, there's a vein there. That's a long way down to dig it out, though, isn't it? Could you imagine just mining all the way down here just to pick up that vein? What is it? Oh, it's iron. Okay, cool. Yeah, it's taking longer to like load the explosion now down here. Gotta wait for a minute. Now, is it going to get so dark down here? We're not going to be able to see the light upstairs. The only way is down, baby. For you and me now. it is struggling so much more like to actually make it. Hence all that white stuff that comes up when it's trying to like load. It's just no, we don't want to do this anymore. Right, how far are we down? That's a big hole. Rescue me! That's a really big hole. Right, let me just kind of set the rescue location. I can't click it myself. That sucks. So I've used 50 like nukes to get down this far. I went to pet a cat. Basically, I'm falling down a really large hole. We're just nuking our way to the bottom of the land now. Wouldn't it be cool if Christian actually put in like a center of the earth somewhere? Well, there's just like an Easter egg, like as far down as he wanted it to go, and it just says, "Why are you here?" I'll just do it until I run out of nukes. Okay. I'm not gonna go for infinite because then if it is infinite, it's gonna be. I'm gonna be here for a long time. Oh, I saw rain. You can officially say you're never getting out of here, though. Right, that's a big hole. That's 100 nukes. 100 nukes I've just used to get down this far. Got to think about those cave-ins as well. Oh, I fell through the scenery. Oh, that's a... Right, can I sort of try and... I can't wiggle myself out of here. I'm just trying to get on... If I can get onto the edge. No. I'm thinking if I can get onto the edge of it, maybe I can change my rescue point. Set rescue point. Confirm. I can't get out of it now. I'm trapped, man. But there you go. Help! Yep, there you go. Completely stuck at the bottom of the hole. And there is no way out. Well, there we go. That was fun, wasn't it? That was a good little 5-minute run. Next time, if I'm going to do that, I'm going to like set a waypoint first before I decide I'm going to jump down a big hole. Right, let's finish off mining in here, and then I'm going to call this one a day because I've got. Yeah, it's going to be a long day for like preppy stuff. Right, so we've got 1,000 load of coal. We're all good. Got some diamond. Oh, yeah. Got some dirt, and we got some gold. Got all the nuking out of the system. Yeah, for now, at least. I think I might have to blow up a mountain. See how things go. Right, diamond. Stick the gold in here as well. Excellent. Get rid of the dirt. Then get rid of the coal. And we wait for our diamonds and gold to be made. Oh, yeah. Shame we can't have like a jewellery bench where, you know, you can have like an actual jewellery shop that's on the site that basically makes like stuff for you. You know, because you got the gold, you got the rubies, the diamonds, everything else. You could sell it to like an actual shop that makes that stuff, and then you get like a 20% commission sort of thing. I think that would be pretty cool. Just me though. Right, that's all the gold bars made, so they're mine. And the diamonds are... They've got 51 seconds to go, so I'll wait for those. That's fine. But yeah, I wouldn't mind blowing stuff up a bit more after this, seeing how things go. But you know, just blow up a mountain casually. You know, take one of the scenery in the background and be like, you know, I'm just going to blow it up. Or I could run an experiment to see if I could put a nuke off inside the mountain. Save the game before, obviously, but put a nuke inside and just see what happens. See if the whole thing caves in. Yeah, just lose the mountain. Yes, I am a little bit strange, but I think it would be pretty cool. Four, three, two, one. Got my diamonds, I think. Did I get them? No, I didn't. Now I got them. So 5 bars of gold, 8 diamonds, a nice little haul, 78 grand. Yeah. Well, the next thing I'm saving up for is... It was either going to be a dozer or another front loader, depending on how much things were. So wheel loaders, I think the next one I was going to go for it was a 510 because that is pretty beefy. Or because I can't get these right now, but the 510 is quite big, so I was thinking one of those. Dozer wise, they're quite expensive. That's the only main issue with dozers is they're just terribly expensive. So far, I've been streaming for nearly an hour and 40 minutes, and there's been no popping on the microphone, no nothing, right? No issues at all. So I have no idea what was going on before. It's a bit strange. And I've just nuked a massive hole through the earth, and I still haven't had any microphone popping. I can't explain why it was doing it before. Genuinely. So, I don't know. Yeah. It's really strange, man. So, yeah, it's just sort of fixed itself. Don't know. Well, yeah. Did you restart the PC between streams? Oh, I reset. I turn my PC off every day. I never keep my PC on, ever. It was the event of mass hysteria. We made it up. We were all just hearing something. One other thing is I've got there is a record of it as well. That's the worst part. It's like, well, couldn't do nothing about it. But if it's fine, then it's alright. No, I can't keep my PC on. Number one, bills. So we don't get a lot of money to pay our stuff, so we have to conserve. And secondly, I don't, because I stream a lot and everything else. It's gonna die soon. It's just gonna happen. I know it is. So I need a dozer in order to get down to get rid of all this overburden crap. Because there's so much overburden. Well, I don't mind digging out the coal because it's worth money. Ba, 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 ba. How much is the smallest dozer? I think it's $500,000. So basically, you just dig for long periods of time, dig out as much of this surface stuff as you can, and then just start hitting through. In fairness, the best way to make money is to literally go through like pay dirt. So all of this top layer of coal is completely fine, but then what you really want, if I'm going to be brutally honest, is you want the pay dirt because it's got gold, diamonds, rubies, stuff that you can make a lot of money on. That's where your money's going to come from. Digging coal's fine. What? So every 1,000 of coal is about 15 grand. So it's not a bad way to make money. It's a grind, and this is the problem with playing hard mode. Like hard mode is you create your own rule set. So for me, it's like don't take any loans, because if I take out a loan, the game becomes too easy. Because I can do. Well, I'm going to take out a loan. I'm going to buy the biggest equipment, and I'm just going to skip through. Progression is that thing that I think keeps me going in games. So you're always aiming for the next section, the next thing. And I think that's what I actually like about this game more than anything. It's you can start this game however you like and play it however you like. For me, it's all about going from literally having very little to having an actual mine and that sort of the other. Just me though. Should dig the iron. Iron's not necessarily worth as much as I need it to be. The best way to make money in this is to create things. Obviously the gold bars you create, you make more money from. Making wood stuff is worth... chopping down trees and making wood stuff is worth loads of money. Now, if you want to make money in this game without doing anything, go and chop down wood. Or if you just want to do it without... If you don't want to do any work at all, and you just want to produce stuff, which is doable, what you do is buy wood and then sell the stuff for wood. So in order to make planks, if you buy loads and loads of wood, right, for $22 each, so $22 a log, buy 10 logs, that's $2,000. How you doing, Split? And then you can build things like the wood blocks, which were $4 grand. That's $1,000 per block, or 46 grand for 66 bits of flooring. You can play this game without mining a single thing, but then there would be no point. How's you? I'm doing all right. We blew a hole. I used 99 nukes and went straight down. It was fun. It was a good laugh. And then I got stuck. And the popping has stopped. There's no more popping. So I have no idea what happened. All I know is that I came on today and I did a test run and there was nothing. So this is literally just me just playing through. Don't ask me why it stopped. I haven't got a clue. I don't know nothing, Jon Snow. Yeah, it was a completely random thing. God, I love PCs, man. I've got the same problem. My headset for my console right now is dying. I keep getting my brothers to go, hey, the wind's picking up. All you can do on my headset is shit. I need a new headset. Thankfully, the one that I buy, which is the headset I use for my PlayStation is a HyperX like PS5 headset, so they're not massively expensive. I personally don't. And the reason why it's probably dying is because my kids play around with my stuff and then they've probably broken a wire, or it's just detached itself. And it's like, cool. I'll just buy another one. They're only like 16 quid each. It's the reason why I don't buy anything expensive. My kids break things. So yeah, it's just one of those random events. Oh no, it was there because I've got the recordings, so I know it's a thing. I know it was real. I'm not suffering from like weird paranoid delusion. It was definitely a thing. Do do. But yeah, tomorrow I'm not around tomorrow. Like I've said earlier, I'm not going to be here tomorrow. We've got yeah, got to do something, and then Saturday is Planet Craft day. Definitely going back into that with the new stuff they're adding in, and it's almost at 1.0. I'm looking forward to the actual official release of like Planet Crafter, because I've been covering it for what, a couple of years now, and I'm actually glad it's now coming into like it's coming out of beta. It's going into an official launch. I'm like, yes, it's a good game. And then yeah, Satisfactory's going into 1.0 as well. It's gonna be fun. Lots of mining, lots of gaming. It's gonna be all right. I'm probably not. I don't know. That's. I think that's part of the Matrix, man. You can't say things like that. You turn into Andrew Tate. It's Matrix, man. It's Matrix. People start locking you up. Can't talk about the simulation. Oh, come on. I'm on the overhang now. It's not going to come down. Oh, man. Well, who says you're not Andrew Tate? There's a little bit of a, there's a bit of an issue that I've heard you talk. So I make this game look really difficult. Oh no, it's getting really dark outside now. Like it's like we've got like a mini storm coming over right now. So they're like, oh, it's going to be a yellow warning. Okay, it's just going to wind. It's going to be windy and rainy for a bit, but it's going to be like proper coat weather apparently. Hey, look, and it's raining in game as well. Like just like oh no, we haven't had lightning yet. Not for looking forward to the main plan Christian has for finding ores. What, the actual being like doing the prospecting? I'd prefer that. Because that's like real life. You have to drill, test, find stuff. It's all good, man. That's like normal. That's how it should be. Adds to a story, gives you some lore, gives you some stuff to mess around with. I think it'd be a much easier, a better way of doing things. Gives people a reason to play the game. Go off and find a better like plot. Go off and do this and do that. Oh yeah, it'd be better. That's fine. If I have to drill for stuff, then yeah, I'll drill for it. You mean he's trying to make the game more realistic? Oh, no! No! That'd be good. I'm up for that. Or we have to use a metal detector. Or an ore detector. We have to find our own plots and our own bits and pieces. Yeah, let's go. We all know what happens anyway, right? Most of us, we all start like mining out this sort of thing. Oh look, I'm doing coal right now. We all know that we're going to get to that point where we're all just going to go and do like pay dirt, and we're just going to be shoveling gold out, and we're just going to be doing like stuff, because that's how it is. You'll be alright. It just become normal. It just means you would have to strip your land back. So you'd start on a plot of land like this, and you just have to pickaxe out a few bits, or you just have to go for it. At the end of the day, I think it would make you really want to play the game a bit more, because you never know what you're going to find. You're going to be sitting there just going, oh my god, I found something. Okay, it could be a vein of coal, but you're still going to be sitting there just going, that's going to be worth more than just mining dirt. You know, you've got that sort of almost like excitement of being a prospector. I think that's what we sort of needed. I think Christian's bang on the money for doing what he's doing right now. The only people that will get annoyed with it are people like who really rely on the older ways of doing things. Just me though. It's just me. Nah, as I said, I think it's like you're looking at it like as a more natural, like normal sort of like way of people do things. So you go prospecting for ore and stuff, and you're like, okay, cool. You're going to do drill testing. You're going to do rock crushing. You're going to be trying to find things without knowing where anything really is. So I see it more of it's a realistic thing, which means the game's going to be more sort of, in fairness, true to life. Unless you can do like a land survey and you pay for that to be done, and then you know where things are. Like so, it comes under a discoverability, which could be done. You know, it's a bit like doing the drills for Gold Rush. You know, you get on your plot of land, you pay for like 100 grand to like do a load of drilling, and then you know where things are, or like how rich the ground is. That could be a way forward to make it a little bit more sort of, well, in fairness, a little bit more real. That I could get behind as well. So I don't know. However he's going to do this game, I'm just going to stick it. I'm going to put my hands up and just say it's up to him. It's his game, not mine. If I wanted to build a game, then that means I have to learn to do it, or I could just play other people's creations and just sort of enjoy the way that things are being done. But that is the way I look at gaming. You know, I'm not the developer. And if something he's doing isn't going to agree with me, then I would just get to a point where I'm not going to play it. Right. I think. Yeah. I think it's time. I was only supposed to come in here for a little bit and just test it out. So I think doing a 2 hour test and like having no audio problems, I think that's a good run. It's all good. Right. Take this off. But Juggernuggets it back to the fuel. Bring up my inventory for this. Equipment. Refuel. And there we go. Right. Let's go and see what we got. Go on. There you go. 2,000 loads of coal. That's what? 20 grand? 30 grand maybe? We'll have to see. We got dirt. Oh, we got rubies. A ruby, Soho. Excellent. I have never sold rubies before. I've never found rubies before. So now we've got some rubies. Rubies. Ridiculous. Right, okay, cool. So, ruby production. Check that to 99 and go. And then you. Production of gold bars. There we go. So how do I produce concrete? Oh, I need gravel. Okay, so the gravel I would actually need to actually do rock crushing. So would how would I do rock crushing? That means I'd have to do something else. So what machines do I need to do like rock cracking? P buy. I should get myself a dump truck. Grader, dumper, actually. Equipment. No, quest buildings. See, these, if you can build these up, you get loads of money. Loads of money. And a sell point. Rock crusher and blasted rock. Yeah, so that means we'd have to dig through the mountain. It's been a long last 2 days. What have you been doing? I saw you went streaming the other day. because you posted it up and you were like, "I'm not going to be streaming for a bit. You'll be excited when I come back." I'm like, cool. What's been going on? DLC showcase for Out of All. Excellent. I'll be watching. I'll be watching. I want to see what's going to be plaguing my brain for a little bit. And it adds to my little playthrough here, so I'm all good with that. Because what I'm playing now is I think this is gonna be my game for a little while. I'm just gonna be sitting here just grinding away. £10, 1,700 quid, 18 grand for coal. Spent the last 30 hours tricking out my RP. So cool. I have got to start doing metal production, so I should start buying metal, or just start buying the rock because I want to turn this into. I want to actually put this up on struts and stuff. So I do want to start messing around with this and give it an actual foundation. You know, actually lay it out on concrete. So I need blasted rock to do concrete. I'm not going to get blasted rock out of this floor, though, am I? How's Gold Rush Leaderboard going? I'm done. 2 weeks into this season, the other day I was just sitting there just going, I can't. I've got to stop. And it's also because I wanted to play this. The update for Planet Crafters just happened. DLC for Hydridsteel, I'm in the beta group for that, so that's testing time on that as well. So I literally don't really have the time to do leaderboard now. But I want to do other things because I can't do leaderboards. I want to do this. I want to do that. I want to do that. So, yeah. It's been fun. I was enjoying my leaderboard, but it's like as soon as I start getting like more and more things to do, I'm like, I can't do this anymore. I think I'm gonna have to blast this out of it because if I've got this here, is this under me like the whole way through though? So I need to scoop this whole floor out. So to create gravel, I've got to basically take out this mountain. Cool. That's how is that's how I'm gonna have to do it, aren't I? I've got to go down 2 floors. I've got to make this wide enough, and I've got to dig out this mountain just to do blasted rock. Okay, is that right? I have to start my work shift now. Luke, thank you very much for coming by. It's most appreciated to have you here. I'll boom to you, sir. Have a good day. Oh man, I don't think there's a blasted rock vein. It just looks like one because it's in the floor. Yeah. Rightio. So what I need to do then is I need to open up this, and I need to go down this far. So that would be back in a sec, guys. Oh, my poor neighbour. He can't get out of his driveway because some wanker's parked in front of his drive. Yeah. I'm going to line out the little cut I'm going to make, which is going to be this bit here. Right. Well, I would have thought that would have been enough. Apparently it's not on the outside. Hmm. So if blasted rock's at a certain depth, that means that this point here is the highest point of the mountain. This is a bit I'm going to have to do by hand. Yeah, I'm sort of figuring if I quickly, ooh, I got promoted. Yay me! If I walk this out, because obviously the mountain above me goes up and down the other side. So no, I don't think it can be bedrock, but the depth wise though would make sense because obviously it works on one layer. So above me might be the tallest part of the mountain, which means the space part, which is all that is like pay dirt, which works out. So I'm just gonna dig a trench and just see where it like stops, and then I can work from there. On the plus side, I'm making money without spending any more money. So it's a big hill that's above me. So yeah, this might be bedrock. There you go. So I wouldn't be able to drive a loader in it and just drive it in, pick it up and drive it out. Just change its state from by blasting. Okay. So what I'd need to do is I need to TNT my floor. Blasting will delete the coal and the dirt. I'm not really worried about that. Basically, I need this to build concrete. So let's... I'm not worried. Okay. Right. So let me just dig this to the wall. Bag of Hammers Gaming, welcome to the roadie crew. I need little like theme tunes. Thank you very much for being a roadie. Now carry my bags. Sorry. The fast one's better. I like the fast one. Right, so let me just... I need to just give this a run, really. Mainly just, this is the first time I've actually like bothered to do blast mining, so we're all good. And this is like my money, and it's on hard, so I'm having to use my stuff to do certain things. That's fine. So RDX, if we do 10, 11, by those, we're all good. It's going to look really cool, let's put it that way. I swear I've got a detonator. Oh, inventory. Donut. There we go. Blasted rock. Excellent. All I need to do is I need to just drop that down. So I need to clean this out with a loader. So yeah, all that like try to do a little bit of things realistically. I need to get rid of some of this realistic scrap. There we go. Climb, Claude, climb. Oh, I can't climb. I'm disabled. Hold on. Inventory. Nope. This is pay dirt. I used the stuff you told me to use. Come on. Yeah, we're back. Man, it's weird though. So you have to get rid of the pay dirt on top of the actual, like, ore. Well, the blasted rock. Man, that's mental. Right. So, let me just cut through this with my pickaxe. And then I'm going to come up with a plan on what I've got to do. Because I'm going to have to get my loader in here. So... I am moving in a straight line. Who's that guy that like pickaxed his way through a flipping? He spent 30 years of his life pickaxing through a tunnel. That's what I feel like right now. Can't remember his name. I was so close to finding the original place. Yeah. There you go. Yep, a little bit of hole work. It's all good. Is that all just for PC? Yes, it is. So that's how deep I need to go to open up my cave to get down to blasted rock. Yeah, it worked all right, didn't it? You know, when I was just like randomly digging, I was like, that'll be fine. Turns out it was perfect. I don't think I could have done that any better. Andy Dufresne, Shawshank. No, in real life, there was a guy who. Oh, that's going to bother the shit out of me. Give me a second. I know that Brent from Ghost Town Living went there. He went to this place where this guy, I can't remember the dude's name. I've seen a couple of videos that have covered this guy, and he basically he made a mine. He was tired of using the road, which was like a really long ways away, so he tunneled through a mountain just to get to where he wanted to be. What was his bloody name? It's gonna annoy me. Unless it was on Ghost Town Living 2. I can't remember. Yeah. Might have been the second channel. Beaton, how you doing, buddy? Thank you very much for being... There it is. One man spent 38 years digging through a mountain. Let me just skip the over. I'll get his name. You guys can look. I'll drop the video in the chat. So this is the video that I was on about. I'll chuck it in Twitch as well. So basically, the Brent covered this guy, and he spent 38 years of his life mining through a mountain. Burrow Schmidt. There you go. He did it because he didn't want to keep moving his stuff through, going up to the road and everything, because it was too far around. And then whilst he was digging that tunnel, this is the biggest kick in the teeth, is that the road that everyone uses now was made whilst he was digging his tunnel. He spent 38 years of his life building something that no one else would ever use. And now it's basically a tourist attraction in the middle of the desert. So that's how much land I have to take down. So I've got to scoop all that out. And then I can go, and then I can get blasted rock. So that's good. So that's fine. I can do that, and then I can add to my wash plant. I suppose I could actually build another wash plant up here just to do blasted rock. As it's right next to me, then I would need it and go from there, basically. But yeah, that tunnel is about to become like twice as wide. Well, not twice as wide, but where that hole is, I want to dig out all of that now. So, yeah. Yep. Right. You know what? I wish I could put my pay dirt into the actual wash thingy. Right. Production. Gold ore. Hold the door. We'll do 2 loads of that. It's fine. I haven't got enough to do one. I haven't even got storage to put stuff in for now. I'm gonna have to use me. I'm gonna be a mule. Right, I'll leave my blast. Actually, I could put my blast rock in my Do I do blast rock in here as well? I do, yeah, because it's cement. No, that's gravel. Yeah, okay. So I'll sell it off for now, and then what I'll do is I'll dig that out at some point. At least I know how, and I can start building concrete, and then I can start actually doing stuff. So let me flog all everything I've got. Sell that for $8. 913 and dirt for 377. That's fine. Cool. So when I need to start doing like concrete and stuff, I'll just blow the floor up, and I've got to dig into that first, and then everything else is going to come out of here. So I need to start doing coal. Now I need to start building my production place. So yeah, we're moving around slowly. And I've got steel over, I've got iron over here, I've got coal over here that can make steel, as Promethean said earlier, and I've got blasted rock at that level, so I can mine that out as well. And then I can start looking into building concrete slabs for this. So I'll take it all apart and then put it on a concrete slab. I may move it a little bit closer to my shop, maybe. We'll see. But if this is going to start producing, if this starts knocking off, can I put blasted rock through this? And I can just put an extension out and do the jaws. I'm going to assume that's what I can do. P for shop. So the trommel I'm currently using, I believe, is that one. Is that the one I'm using? Everything else goes through there. Pay dirt goes through there. So yeah, I think that is the one I'm using. So look, I am using this one. So dirt and pay dirt goes through the bottom. Everything else goes to the top. So you know what? I'm probably just going to build a new conveyor belt system for a blasted rock section, because then that's going to be using like the jaw crusher, and then the crushed rock turns into gravel, and then I can start building cement. Okay, so I need a hopper, a conveyor belt up, the jaw crusher, the cone crusher, and then done. And obviously I need a trommel that's going to do like this thing down here. High value ore, everything else. Drop trommel. I don't think I need a trommel then, do I? I just need these two. Or a fractioner, sorry. Is that right? Split, are you still in the room? Would you use a fractioner and a jaw crusher, or would you use the cone crusher? Jaws into... Yeah, okay, so you don't use the cone crusher anymore. Why do we have a cone crusher if these two are the thing you need? That makes no sense, man. That's cool. I can do that. Alright, so that's the plan then. That is about... I need to make a ton more money, so I'm going to dig this out. I'm just going to carry on digging. I'm going to carry on doing stuff. I'm using the fractioner. Thanks very much, Crisis. Most appreciated. So, yeah, the idea what I'm going to do then, right, and I'll do this when I've got a bit more money and I've got a bit more time on my hands as well. So, my next major move then is to move... I need to build the jaw crusher, the fractioner, a hopper, a conveyor up, and a, obviously, like, storage container for finishing it, because I need to be able to, like, just crush stuff. You can use the tunneler to get blasted rock. Wait, that line I just drew in the floor is where I need to get. And I don't have enough money for it. Like, I'm not taking any loans, so I'd have to save up for the tunneler. Which is... Where's that? Oh, why am I such a donut? It's not a wheel loader. That's just the thing on the inside. Come back to dump it. There it is. I need 286 grand. Oh no, that is... I do need the drill, yeah. Where's the drill then? Oh, tunneler, there we are. I need 500,000. It's a lot of money. I think I'd go down the route of blasting I think I need to go down the route of blast mining, because I only need it to build a concrete like base. So yeah, basically I want to turn my wash plant into a more permanent thing where I'm near here. It's only because I'm trying to do everything myself. I don't really want to go off and buy stuff. I'm more happy like actually doing it myself. It's actually what I like about this game. You have got the ability to go, you know what, today I'm just going to do it myself and screw everybody else. I'm just going to be happy. So I'm good with this. I just need to make a ton of concrete blocks, but I need the money to build. I need the money to get the concrete blocks. But the concrete blocks need to come from mining. So I need money to build the wash plant I need to actually be able to make gravel. So I can make... yeah. I need like... If I get like 200 grand, I'll be fine. So, yeah, I'm going to be coming off in a minute anyway. Because I've got to go and get my kids soon. And then I'll carry on digging at some point. It's going to be a couple of days until I come back to this. Because... as I said, I'm not around tomorrow. I'm around on Saturday night, so I'm going to be doing Planet Crafter, checking out all the new stuff over there as well. And then on Sunday, if I'm not testing stuff, because I'm allowing myself some time to do things, I might come on here and just dig a bit more. Cone Crusher doesn't give you any minerals. Yeah, I sort of figure. So, yeah, it's just strange. So basically, use the jaw crusher and go straight into the fractioner. That's fine. I haven't got a problem with that at all. And then I can start building concrete. Yay me! And I can start turning this into an actual like zone. So what I need to do is I need to build a mini wash plant up there. Just a little one, just to like just to basically feed it into, so we can actually make some money from it and just mine through. I can do that. And what I'll do is I'll probably put a wood floor down whilst I'm digging, just so I've got that stability. So I go down one floor and then I go down another, or just mine my way through the mountain again, just at a slightly lower level. Imagine making a tunnel all the way through. That'd be awesome. Might do that. Just going to tunnel my way through a mountain again, like I've done before. It probably wouldn't take me 13 hours this time. It's going to take me longer. Oh. Right, I'll do one more scoop. See if we've got to our, like, 100 grand limit for today. And then I'll go from there. You're going to do the Tron sorter before the jaw crusher and fractioner? The what? No. So I'm not going to worry about that. Literally, all I need to do when it comes to like digging out that mountain is I'm just gonna dig it out. I'm not really worried about anything else. I'm just gonna dig it through and then go for the blasted rock straight away. That's all I really need. I don't need anything else. I'm just going to use that for what it's for, which is just gravel. Might be enough to get me through to 98 grand, maybe. See how things go. But that's the plan. There is a plan, and I have a plan in place. There you go, up to 100 grand. Fantastic. So what I want to do is I'm probably going to level this bit off. I might probably just with a pickaxe. I'm going to set this up so I can just pour stuff in and put it into a storage for now. And then when I get through to... Let me just see where I actually get through to. Yeah, so when I get through to here, that's when I need to set it up so it's done, basically. Let me just hand tool this out. Oh. There we go. It's just going to need a lot of work, basically. I'd build a container before your sorter. Then you can put ores, pay dirt, and things like that through. I might just put the whole lot through. Yeah, so you would go hopper, storage, and then the fractioner and stuff, right? That's basically how much of the mountain I've got to dig through just to get to where I need to be. Oh. Right there. Well, I think then that is basically where I need to cut into. And then everything else I need to just blast out now. So that's my cut. That's how much of the mountain I've got to move in order to get to where I need to be. All fun and games. So yeah, there you go. That's what I've got to do. I've got to dig out all of that to get the blasted rock. Is there a sword that only puts out blasted rock? The fractioner. So let's have a look at this because I need an idea of what I need to go for now. So this is that's vehicles. We need buildings and we need production. So trommel, you've got high value ore and everything else goes down the bottom. So I suppose you could do that. But then everything else would be like blasted rock, which means you could just chuck it straight into a jaw crusher. The only thing you'd need to do is chuck it into you need a hopper. So so the things I need would be a hopper. So I need a hopper, I need a conveyor up, and then I need to just drop it all into the jaw crusher, which would be the blasted rock that I'm going to be taking out. It goes through the crush rock, and then it goes through that. And being that 99% of the stuff I'm going to be doing is basically that anyway, I'm fine. The pay dirt and bits and pieces, like I said, I could just sort of wheel it off down there. That's a long way to wheel it off. That's the downside. So it's just a bit more, yeah. I suppose what I could do for the time being, if I really, really wanted to, I could attach a storage container to the front of my conveyor belt, and then it could just draw out and then go through the hopper anyway. Not hopper, through the trommel. But then that means having to move all of that. So, yeah, I don't know how I'm going to do this. It's going to be a pain in the bum. Because I need to feed it into a hopper first. And there's no trommel that can sort rock out. So that's going to suck. So I think I'm going to have to sacrifice like the dirt and then just blast mine. I think that's just how it's going to have to be. It's going to need a lot of explosive work. I don't want to dig through this. I'll blast it out. So I need to blast because I want the concrete stuff. So yeah, I'm going to blast out the floor. I think that's just how I'm going to do it. I'll do it in rows, and then I'll just dig it out from there. Yeah, so that's going to be blasted rock mine, and I need some money. So what I need to do first off is I need to earn, I'm going to say another 100 grand, and I'll do that on my own time. So I need to earn another 100 grand from there, and then I need to bring it up here. Might need to build yourself a split hornet plant. Please explain. I'm more than happy to think of this as an idea. You explain it and how I'm going to link it up, and then we'll go from there. A split hornet plant, go. Let me just sort my inventory out first. No, we'll go from there. So are you saying what I would need to do is I would need to throw my stuff into a hopper first, right? And then when it's been through one storage container, put like the blasted rock into another storage container. So a way that I could do it is I would feed into one hopper, and then that would go through a trommel, and then come out. It would go into storage containers, and then like the other stuff, which would be like gravel or blasted rock, would end up in one, and then I'd put that into the storage container that feeds into a fractioner. Does that work? Can you do that in this game? I don't know if that's a thing. That's the problem. The only way I could do this is I've got dirt on me. I've got pay dirt. Let me just go. This means I'm going to have to spend some money. Let me just go and dig out quickly because I've got to do this quick. When I built a plant, I'll use a hopper into a conveyor sorter. The bone where the wash plant. So I've got 100 grand. I just need to test this, see if this works. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna save this just in case I haven't got enough money to do this. Yeah, that's not normal. Right. Zoom. So I've saved this. Cool. Camera. Excellent. Inventory. No. P. Shop. Right. Building. Production. I'm going to buy myself a storage container, a jaw crusher, a fractioner, a conveyor up, and another storage. Like I said, if this doesn't work, then I won't worry about it. Right, inventory. Let me just have a play around with this first, and we'll go from there. Because if I can get it in my head, if I get this working, then I know what I'm aiming for. Right. So you can't feed out of a storage container. There you go. That's my big problem straight away. I didn't get no hopper. Don't need. I was just trying something. Because you can't do it by hand. I have to do it through the loader. That's already quite annoying. On the plant you have, just remove the container on top and add your jaw crusher and fractioner. Ah, that means after. Is that the one? Is that when it says anything else? Give me a sec. That's what I mean. I'm a dumbass when it comes to this sort of thing. So let me have a look at this. Production trommels. So pay dirt and so when it says everything else, that's going to be that's going to be blasted rock, isn't it? Right. Gotcha. It's good. Okay, cool. So what I will do is I will load my game. Where I haven't spent 80 grand, and I'll go for now. 80 grand? Yeah. Yeah, but I don't want to move that plant. So what the idea that's in my head is that plant is literally just for one thing, then hopper sort of wash plant. Yeah, that's fine. You're not supposed to be here today. Ah, it's not a problem, mate. I'm slow at life, so it's fine. So what I'm gonna do then, after faffing around and sorting things out, I'm gonna earn some more money down on that mine down there, because that is literally just for gold. I'm just doing that for gold. I'm doing that for coal and that sort of stuff. Up here, I'm gonna build a little. I'm gonna try and level this out and put a little trommel here and stuff, and I'm gonna build a little rock crushing section so I can make gravel. All right, but I will try and get it onto this section here. I'll probably end up putting it down on wood more than anything. Actually, putting things on wood isn't that bad. I mean, it breaks, but in my head, real life thing, it would break. So, yeah, that's what I need to do. I need to basically open up this entire mine. I need to make some more money down there, and then we'll be all good. So hopefully, in my next live stream or video or whatever I do, because I gotta be honest, I wouldn't mind covering the building parts of this as a video. in the live streams, it's like trying to faff it all out with your help, because I'm a dumbass. All right, so live streams are good for like sorting things out and doing things longevity. When it comes to the actual like putting the mine out, I'd probably looking at doing that as a video. No, there isn't an output one for the storage. It's fine. It's okay. What I'll do is I'll build that. So we'll go hopper, trommel, and then the top box will be for the jaw crusher and everything else. So it just means we'll get to build another one up here. So that's all good. So until my next video, live stream, or whatever else I do on this channel, hit that like, subscribe, and notification button below for the rest of this series, because I have no idea how long this one's going to be. For Planet Crafter on Saturday, Hydroneer up and coming DLC in April. Maybe a Factorio run through next week, because I put infinite elements on, so I don't have to like worry about running out of things, and all the other fun stuff I do over here. Until my next one, I'm going to say peace out, have fun, enjoy everything you guys do. Have a great rest of your day, evening, afternoon, morning, week, or whenever you're watching this, and have a great rest of your time. Bye bye for now. Boom boom.